Right. Okay, there I am. Hello, everybody. Okay, allow me a moment to get everything. I thought we were set up here. And I swear we are. Okay, that's looking good. Right, jeez. Hey, all right, there we go. Gotta love configuring nonsense. Okay, there we go. It's looking a little bit better. Turn, there we go. Saturation, perhaps. Promote me a little bit of saturation. Okay. Everyone's good. All right. I think we're set with that. It's looking a lot smoother. That should be good. I'm going to make sure I can see chat. And finally, oh, okay. Trying to keep figuring out Streamlabs. So I would love to get some music, right? Music would be great, especially for a chill stream like this. Absolutely. You know, Chad, let's pop into here. Oh, jeez. But today should be a fun day. I'm hoping today. Double check some tape. I'm hoping today that we can get some good progress done. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I do have it installed. Okay, whatever. Streamlabs is being ridiculous. Today we are continuing with the, excuse me, with the Valkyrie outfit. I think I'm just gonna find some chill vibes tunes. And I will double check that you can actually hear the music before we get going too. Definitely still learning how this goes. Thank you very much for your patience. Okay. It's really loud for me, but maybe it's not loud for y'all. Goodness gracious, it's still atrocious. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Checking out Scoon. Desktop audio. Well, that might be why. Go ahead and Let's fold the pieces while we're waiting. Ten. Oh, yep. I know what's happening. Trying to get music in here, and I realized that OBS doesn't have music. We're going to get this figured out. All right. Right, there we go. Come on, buddy. I should have even done this. You can see the line. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, I found the tool of reviews. Finally, it's only taken several hours, but it's going to be this so beautiful. This is used by the option. scissors. Paper, scissors. Yes, paper, scissors. Okay, background, scissors. Doing so. 9 sections on this one. A small mistake, but I think it'll still be okay. Oh my goodness, let's do that. you also see this as well on vinyl pieces. So, I'll leave this here as reference for what's happening. Since I know, oh gosh. Okay. Just so people know, this is what we're doing here. Sonic reflect. You see all of the wonderful, beautiful things that I've written on here. No, thank you for telling me. Try shutting it down. Let me know if it doesn't work, okay? Oh boy. Okay. Can you hear me better now? So silly. Sorry my voice has been super quiet. Oh boy. Okay. Sounding better? Let me know. I'll do this again. The music is blasting in my ear, so it's a little tricky to tell. Fantastic. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. Okay, really fast. This is what I've been engraving on our 2 vinyl pieces here today. I've already done one. Let's start doing the other one. This side out of the way. So you won't be able to see too much. The vinyl she rolls. angles went down. Okay, last section. To double check. All right. Wonderful. That, as you guys can see. Oh, you can. Wonderful. Oh, that makes me so happy. Like you would not believe. With a little sketching pad. Okay. As you guys can see, this one is all done. It's looking really good. I'm actually, the camera will focus. Oh my gosh. It doesn't know what to do with final. Okay. But this is looking really good. You can see all the little fractals even from the poor camera view I have set up. Okay, the 2 forearm pieces are done. Okay, the next thing we've got to figure out is obviously the bindings, how to attach it so that I may wear it. But also too, what I would love to start figuring out today is my hand gauntlets that I'll be wearing here. So, let's move these lovely ladies aside to start sketching out some ideas together. Okay. So this is done, but we'll put this over here for reference. Oh, you guys not believe how much my hands are cramping after that. It's hard. Okay. My thought is that we have some kind of gauntlets that are individually structured. What I mean by that is, you've seen the gauntlet pieces on TV. Think like Lord of the Rings, where you have individual sections of the finger, right? That all come back to some sort of main, I don't even know what the back of the hand, the palm, guard, whatever you may call this. But that goes over the back of your hand. Which I thought I had originally for this one. And I will bring out a paper that's a lot bigger than sticky notes. Okay. The thought I have for this one gets from here. Don't mind me. Oh. It's so hard to handle things with human hands. Don't understand how everyone does it. Okay, my thought is I want to create a shape that is imposing. The whole point of this piece is that everything is very jagged. No, it will be beautiful, of course. The fabric is going to be lovely. I think I would love it if we could create a gauntlet that had here we go. Main pieces. And then perhaps there we go. Do that. It's classic, what classic shapes work. So I think for the there we go. That's what we want to go for. I think I know what to do for the designs on each of these. So, for feeling brave, which we are, I say let's begin on. The fingers are going to be the worst, so let's get them done. Maybe after this is all done, I'll switch to a different activity. It does not hurt my hands. Okay. Actually, well, I don't know if you guys care about the sketch. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, move our test out of the way. Let's use some of our scrap. Okay. Can we just go for it? Actually, let's be smart. Save this portion for the thumbs. think. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So let's say it's two. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, don't apologize. It's good to know that Twitch's music feature just is so crazy. All right. You didn't miss out on too much anyways. It was mostly just counting up how many more pieces I needed to cut out. Okay. Got 4 more. I would laugh if you could hear the scissors snap. All right. Took the scrap off to the side. Okay. Make sure I've got thumb pieces. Okay, we're gonna do 2 very large pieces for our thumbs. So you want those to extend out the most, right? Okay, so let's give that a nice nail. All right, it's nail enough. There we go. So repeat that for the other one. Actually, reuse that as a reference. Work smarter, not harder. All right. Goodness, these poor fingers, my poor inky fingers, just can't keep hold of anything. All right. Well, you stay right there. Oh my gosh. Close enough. Vinyl is so particular. Brush all the scraps out of the way. I plan to use all of the scraps. Okay, so there are 2 thumb pieces. So I say we divvy them up and move on to the fingers. And then I'll go through and create all of the knuckle pieces that we need. For these, I think just a little rounding at the top should be good. Nothing crazy. Come on. All right. A little more than I wanted. That's all right. Okay. One finger. Learn my mistakes. All right, that looks pretty good. All right. Something funny I just saw while we're cutting away here. I know Spirit Halloween by me that just opened up. It's the same for you guys. What makes me laugh too is this year they've added a Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic that you can buy, which I find really funny. I am curious like how many people will buy it. Not because like they want something scary on their front lawn, but like because they love the franchise. I think that's going to be a majority of the customers. Okay, that is our second finger. Forward. Trying a little wonky, but there's 5. So to put it all together, see if I can give you an idea. Oh goodness. Can I grab anything? Hey, sticks to the ink. Don't we love that? Okay, but you see the vision now. Right? With a little bit of shaping, a little engraving. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna look fantastic. Okay. So yes, absolutely. But I mean, like, that's kind of what happened with Jurassic Park, anyways, right? Like, what are we on the 5th, 6th movie now? And like, there's a whole show and spin-off franchise. Like, I think it's already happened. So, Five Nights at Freddy's is definitely not the first. Right. I think these are roughly the same size. That's not good. Okay, these are all. Oh, never mind. I see it. There's the 4 fingers. There's the nail. I'm gonna have to remember what I did. Okay. Yes, let me draw as well. So people know what's going on. Okay. So let's see if I can recreate it. Okay, essentially, a little reminder. There you go. That is what we're working on. Oh man, I think we're closer to Fast and Furious 20 actually. If I remember right, we're like right there. But I am curious like what else they're gonna try to drain next. Because we all know Hollywood is very oversaturated. There's not a lot of new ideas, or at least not ones that I think anybody is like actually interested in. Yet now that's not like young writers. I'm talking like people who did the Backrooms Obsession. I'm not talking about them. But like obviously Disney just did Moana, the live action one, which is arguably a terrible idea. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Okay. Oh. Jurassic 7. Thanks, I hate it. Sure, I have an idea. But no, I really don't think Hollywood has any new ideas. Or at least like they don't think it'll make them any money, which we all know. That's the dumbest thing ever. They don't think it'll make them any money, and so they don't try it. Hurry. To bring this closer so you can see. Okay, receive. Oh, kind of. Tilted. There we go. You see the star. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna do that for all of these, I think. Nice. There you go. Okay. Let's two. Think I'm gonna do it back here after all. Oh, goodness. All right. Third finger. Oh, that's gonna look so good. One there. Chat, try here again. Okay. Finger number 4. How bad? Oh, goodness. Okay. Recently, I was talking to a friend about an upcoming fan expo that we have going on. And we're both a little sad because my local fan expo is not going to be held in the same place next year. Also, we have all 5 fingers on one hand. So we're going to do the other and then start chopping up the wrist. Okay. But we are trying to convince one of our other friends that they should go. Yeah, I'm just talking about the joys of walking around a fan expo and something like Comic-Con where you have people who love games and comics and anime, movies all come together. The costumes each year for my local one just get crazier and crazier. Definitely a few years back, like you'd find more like thrift clothing plus cardboard as a costume. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, figure number one. Oh my gosh, can't even. Okay, there we go. It's a star. And I love the culture around something like Comic-Con or a fan expo. It's fun to be in a place with people that have worked really hard for their costumes. Also, everybody's in costume and everybody wants to dress up, and there's a sense of community that comes from that. There's a lot of shared experiences. I was trying to explain to someone that one of the things that happens pretty frequently at Comic-Con is a lot of people forget to eat or drink, and so you go the full day without eating or drinking food, and then there's a meme about like, oh, why do I have a headache? I've only had 2 Oreos and a Monster today. Why do I feel sick? And that makes me laugh. But with the Fan Expo coming up, or at least just being on my mind, I'm just feeling pretty grateful for a wonderful community. Whoa, hello. Can't show the screen. Okay, 2 more fingers. And then we've got more moves to pieces. Well, for the first round, anyways. You know, one of the very first costumes I made was actually Giratina from Pokemon. You can look it up, or if you don't know what it is, it's this very edgy Pokemon, you know, like the Pokemon of the dark dimension. Very fixing for a teenage Eldritch Horror, right? But I didn't have anything. So it's up to me and my little creative brain to figure out a way to make a Giratina costume. And since I couldn't make the 6 legs that it has, I made it into a fashion choice. I went to my local thrift store, and here, we'll try this on really fast. But I went to my local thrift store and grabbed a gray coat, a striped shirt. I made a mask out of cardboard. Oh boy, let's see if you can see it. Here, I'll just bond a few. But I made a mask out of cardboard. Oh my gosh, camera, focus. Focus, camera. Come on, buddy. My goodness. Okay, you can see it just a little bit. Oh, yes, you can see it right there. Wonderful. I was waiting for the live to catch up. Well, it looks pretty good. It's very simple, but I don't want the nails to be full of detail. I want everything else to be full of detail. So let's see, we've got those. I'll try to put them in a place where I can keep it separate. Okay, our next task. Let's see, I'll use the rest of this, but we're going to create the knuckle pieces now. Which I think I'll just do square on the bottom and then put the point on the top. But no, my Giratina costume was so janky. Like the cardboard helmet, like barely stuck on my head. I think like we attached like some sort of, with duct tape, like some sort of tie to go around it. And that's what I worked with. Here we go, time. We have a whole other section. Let's chop that up. And like the makeup I did for the Giratina one, like I had black around my eyes. I looked back at a photo of it the other day, and my gosh, like it didn't look like a scary Pokemon. It looked more like Robert Pattinson's Batman. You know. Ah, shucks. How tall am I naked? But you know, like you learn from your old costumes. Like the next year I did another Pokemon one that was Xerneas. It's this really beautiful, like deer creature. It's like the guardian of life. It's from Pokemon X and Y, which I'd argue most people have forgot about. But I made the horns out of like cardboard, paper mache, and they were so heavy that I had to like stop multiple times in the day to go to the the costume fixers because they kept falling off my head and I kept running into people. It was so bad. There was a point where I just like, they were broke and I just took them off. I was like, this is it, we're done. But I mean, like, now I know how to make things, better things like that. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna keep this as the knuckle piece. So I'm gonna give it a little point. Now, I think the best costume I've made has to be, okay, recently, the most succinct costume I've made. There's knuckle number one. It has to be Velvet Velvet and Veneer from the Trolls movies. Which I know sounds silly, but they involve these beautiful, I made them out of yarn wigs. It was my first time making a costume helmet. That one's a little short. Let's do a bit of test. And that one turned out, I loved the hair on that one. That one turned out amazing. Okay, I think we can see. I'll try to put a little more down. Because the nail goes here, that goes here. Yeah, there we go, that should be all right. Okay, let's try to finger. If we do it like this. All right, there we go. So I have to make it look like that. I would love to make more complicated costumes. This one is definitely my most unique, with it being made out of vinyl. Oh, but like the material's so pretty. How could you not? There's a few of like, oh, one costume I would love to make is actually, because I think it'd be a fun challenge, is this lady called Eve from No Straight Roads. Okay, that's two. Looks pretty good. Set that one aside. Use the other side. But she has this insane hair. that is this very dramatic Jessica Rabbit style bang that goes over her eye, and then it's long, so it goes down her back, around her back, around her leg, and then is part of a shoe. Doesn't that sound crazy? But I think if you could pull it off, right, like it would look so cool. The rest of her outfit is pretty simple, except for like this backpack, peacock-ish piece that she's wearing. The makeup would be really beautiful. I don't know, I think it'd be a fun challenge to try to recreate something that's that dramatic. Also been in a very like churchy themed kick, which is partially where this one came from. Okay, it's got at least 5 for the one. So before I make the other set, let's find a wide enough piece for the thumb. I think that one should work. Focus, come on. There we go. Let's see, what else? Here we go. Got 2 thumb pieces. I really want to make sure I get them all roughly to be the same size. And so what too, I really would love to find a seamless way to perhaps grommet them all together. And not grommet like Wallace and Grommet. Grommet is like, think of like the thing, my gosh, that's not the aglet for shoes, like where your laces come out of, the little like metal binding around that is a grommet, if I remember right. Just something gold, something that helps this be seen really well without taking away from the designs on it. Because vinyl, it won't glue. It won't glue and it won't necessarily be stitched together. So my thought is I'm almost going to have to lace everything, which would suck. Would suck. But beauty is pain. I'll keep thinking though, like, I can sew on top of vinyl. But when it comes to something like this, it seems like it'd have to be very heavy duty sewing. Okay. So the finger, oh wait, oh my goodness. Okay, thumb piece, 2, 3. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, one more. Wonderful, almost done. Okay, please move. Thank you. Just 2. Well, no, actually, we can make this work. Hey, all right. We love it when that happens. right. We've got all of our knuckle pieces. They're looking pretty solid. You can kind of tell what's going to be happening here. Okay. Oh man. Let's see. Should we do it again? I think we should probably follow that same shape again for the next round of knuckle pieces. Just for up here. Yeah, totally. Okay. I don't want to cut out some more, but you know what? It's going to make my life so much simpler. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Put those shadings over here. Left shadings on that side. All right. The only thing I'm unsure of is what design we're going to put on top of these smaller knuckle pieces. So I already have the stars for the nails. I think those look great. And arguably, you won't really be able to see these knuckle pieces too well. So perhaps, I don't know if a line would be too basic. Maybe like a cross. Yeah, a cross would actually, that would probably be better. Oh, goodness. There we go. All right. I've also been thinking about Halloween a lot lately. Not just the upcoming Comic-Con, but what on earth I would want to make for Halloween. Oh, it's too thin. Okay. Well, yeah, it's too thin. Let's try the rest of this one. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use that for the thumb. Hang on. Hold these. Oh, something I also forgot to mention earlier is that because my local fan expo is getting split up into two, it will be 2 events throughout the year. It's like one in April and one in September. And when I heard that, my first thought was, how on earth am I going to make like 6 costumes over the course of a year, not including I love it too much not to make like a full costume for it. Okay, that's another fun piece. Put that over there. Funny scraps that I have. Nah, you don't want the same thickness. Okay, look at all of our scrap that we have. My gosh, look at that. Actually, it's really beautiful. Actually, it's kind of pretty. I am going to use all of these. The plan is to use these as, think like glass shards. It's not just going to be like a very pretty vinyl cathedral set, but the hope is to also give it some shape with like broken pieces. So we love glass, but I think we love when it shatters more. So that's a poignant philosophical thing. But for now, I'm going to stay off philosophy and focus on doing the armor. Okay. But I think we're going to cut out another small section just to work with. We shouldn't be big enough. Oh my goodness, cut. There we go. Temperamental. Car here. Water break. Okay. Oh boy. Just make sure to make it about the right width. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I have a really hard time reusing costumes. I just love to make new costumes so much that when people tell me, oh, you could just rewear an old one, like the love of me wearing that one has already like gone out the window. I'm already mentally on to the next thing and what on earth I want to make. This one came about just kind of by accident. Oh yes, sorry, I used the reference photo for what's going on. Mostly, actually, it came because I created a Hatsune Miku jacket, a crochet one, based off of her racing outfit. And she has like this really pretty holographic vinyl piece. Oh my goodness, come on down. It's on the bottom of her jacket. And I thought, oh, that's so beautiful. Like, I should use that in something else. Okay, we got one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, basing it off of 5. 2, 3K, almost down with one hand. But no, I thought the material was beautiful. And then the idea for this one legit just manifested. Like, I was just going along my day, nothing crazy. Next thing I know, I'm having like this vision of this outfit. And like just the idea of like a beautiful classic Cathedral Inspired Valkyrie outfit. My first thought was, this is going to be the most beautiful thing I'll ever make, which is such a haughty thing to say. But I have high hopes for this one, you know. It looks a little humble now. But the thought is, like, as we keep going along, it's going to be so detailed. I mean, like, look at what we're doing. Look what we're making out of vinyl. Okay. Oh, shoot, wait a second. 1, 2. Oh, no, I kidnapped a piece. Okay, one more. And I'll have one hand. We're going to save it for a phone. Okay. Oh, man, I made this too wide. Okay. You know what? Really fast. Let me look at something. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Here, let me pull up my friend's stream. I have a friend who streams too. Definitely when you've got humble beginnings. It's like we're just hanging out, right? motion because this one dies. Okay, we'll choose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one for one hand. Here we go. With this last little piece, we'll have one entire hand done. And then we'll do the parts for the other side. Okay, it's one. Let's do the thumb. I believe this one. Right, there we go. Okay, let's do thumb pieces. There we go. Let's do the fingers. I don't know about you guys, but I went to go see The Backrooms not too long ago, like when it first came out. Which I guess has been a while now, but I think about it. But I have not been able to get Captain Clark, like the monster, out of my head. Okay, so there's a second bunch. A little bundle right here. He just was such a good monster. Sometimes, like, I understand that, like, I'm scary, but sometimes, like, I'll look in a corner in the middle of the night, and nope, that will freak me out more. He just was so unexpected. I think that's why he sticks with me. You know, like, in the beginning of the movie, like, you see, like, this ominous triangle shape. You're like, what the heck is that? And arguably, like, that is kind of more scary, like, not knowing his face. But I can just, like, perfectly envision middle of the night, this, like, figure lumbering into the room. Ah, man, he was so freaky. They did such a good job with rendering his face, too. Oh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it? 5. I think we have enough pieces. Okay, wonderful. I'm gonna move this bunch over here. Get this bunch over here. Let's double count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, too many. This is a thumb. See a finger. I'm gonna move that. Okay, over here. 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. We'll make this a thumb piece. Okay, there we go. And I'll move all that over there. Oh wait, crap, did I do that only 3 times? I have to do it 4 times. Oh, it's so tough to keep track of. Let me put it all together. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the nail. And with that, okay, we've got nail right there. Yeah, I will put this first little bunch also up here. Those will be knuckles. That'll be knuckles part 2. Then we've got our other set of nails over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, we're totally fine. I can move on. I have enough pieces. Okay. Beautiful. So let's figure out what to put on our first. Oh yes, the cross. We're putting a cross on, I believe, our first set of knuckles. the plan is to have it follow the line. See if you can see it or not. A little bit. Oh, you can see it a little bit. There we go. Okay, go. I think we're just, yeah, because any more details I can always add on later. But right now, I just want to get her done. Okay, we'll line there. We'll do a line across the ridge point. Ah, that's gonna look so sick. Let me give her a test. Ooh, check that out. Oh, you can't. Okay. The line is there, I promise. Yeah, if I can keep going on a little backrooms round for just a sec longer. I really also, I loved the ambiguity of the movie. Again, like, yeah, Captain Clark, probably like the most unsettling horror monster I've seen. I'm not a horror fan. I really can't handle it very well. I mean, I can handle it okay. Like the jump scares or whatever. It's always like after the movie that gets to me. And usually, like, I watched The Conjuring. Like, The Conjuring stuck with me for a day or so afterward, right? Nothing crazy. I watched, what else did I watch? Insidious. Watched Insidious. That stuck with me a little bit afterwards. Backrooms? Still. I'm still having... I am still having small moments of, like, oh, I just remembered this. That's kind of freaky. Oh, I just remembered this. This is such a cool idea. It's so creative. I'm a little sad about, like, I've heard of a controversy recently, and I don't know how much of it is true, but I could see it being very true, and that makes me a little sad. But essentially, the Backrooms is very much known for its yellow wallpaper, right? I heard that A24 was trying to put almost like a patent on that specific yellow wallpaper. So, like, they can sell their products and nobody else can sell their products. I understand that part. The issue is there's so much, backrooms media out there that it's like, how on earth are you going to put a patent on the yellow wallpaper? Are you going to, like, come copy strike every single person out there who has done something about that? Like, no, absolutely you're not. Plus two, not to mention this one I do know is true. A24, like, is very much for AI. What makes me laugh is that I learned about that, like, right after Kane Parsons, the creator of the Backrooms movie, like, came out and said, I am never ever going to support AI. Like, never ever gonna use it. Nope. Even when, like, reporters are like, are you sure? He stuck to his guns. And so, like, so I learned about that, watched that interview, and then, like, I'm not sure which actually came first, but, like, for me, like, watched that interview and then saw that A24 was, like, going full tilt on AI. So it's definitely just sad. It's a little distressing. I just like, because we need less. In fact, like, we need more human creativity now than ever. That's why I'm here struggling with a bad camera and talking to me and a couple of the people who want to come and hang out and creating something that may or may not turn out okay, you know? I think it'll turn out fine. I am very hopeful. But I think that's why like the back rooms like still sticks with me. Is it's such a good metaphor for so many things. It's a great metaphor for AI, you know. It's a great metaphor for nostalgia, right? Like the whole theme of the movie is like patterns and loops. You know, they reiterate that so many times throughout the entirety of the movie. A window to the mind, you know, being stuck behind the window, finding loops. And it's a really great, subtle commentary on modern media. I wouldn't say like all media, but definitely just spitballing now. But, you know, if you look at mass-produced media, if you look at corporate media, like they just keep trying. They keep like scraping the bottom of whatever barrel they can find to try to get people to watch things for nostalgia. I mean, what is it? I've had like so many Devil Wears Prada 2 clips show up on my feed on YouTube recently. And it just drives me crazy. Like it's like whatever, it's paycheck for that. It's paycheck for the actors, for the writers. But it's not like great media. Not that every sequel is a bad thing or every nostalgia bait is terrible, like obviously no. But marketing nowadays is so focused on um sorry, I'm taking a sip. Modern media is so focused on getting everyone with nostalgia to try to market off of it. And I mean, I suppose it's proven, right? Like we all loved Jurassic Park. We all loved, most of us loved, like, I could think of Hocus Pocus from Disney. But like that's, the stories were still not good, you know? Okay, I must take a short break. So far we did really good, I'm excited. I think when we come back, I will attempt to try putting it together. Or we'll make the plate and then we'll go from there. So, okay, I'll be back shortly. just took a short break. Okay. Now we're coming back into it. I've got to figure out how on earth I'm going to connect all these pieces together. Because I think it's too small for grommets. The other thought I have too is while I stew on this, I have another fun small project I could do today. It's something that I haven't touched in a while, so maybe I'll do that while we figure out. Well, no, I have both hands down. Both hands have been. Okay, before we switch, I actually need to do the plates. That's right. Otherwise, what on earth are the hands and knuckles going to connect to? Correct. We gird them all together. Okay, 1, 2, all that nonsense over there. All this pile of nonsense over here. Have all the fun little pieces in the middle. Okay. It needs to be a kind of rough area. And I think we'll slim down from there. Okay. Right. Here you go. So it means to. You have room to do that, so it has to be up here. Okay. I think we've got it. Got the height. Okay. I can definitely feel myself out of brain power to figure out what to put on the back. So let's at least get the sizing right. Put that with the scraps. And for next time, for next week, I'm going to try to have some grommets ready. That way we can actually connect these. And start putting it together. That's going to be the sickest thing. With worries, see. So it has to be here. Just giving it a manual test. I think I'm only going to chop off, well, it drops around the whole hand. Oh, but it's probably fine there. Here, you can see. This piece kind of already goes around all of this. And I'm going to chop off this much. Although, actually, maybe that's a look. Maybe that's a look. Let's see. So we have this. I'll try to stack it up really fast so we can get an idea. 1. Here, we'll stack it up the way it's supposed to be stacked. Oh, hello. 1, 2. No one with a nail. Oh, that's gonna look so sick. Well, it's a little janky from your perspective, but with the way this is all going to overlap, along with the hand plate, I think we are really going to get this kind of beautiful look here that we want. That'll be awesome. Okay, I think for now we're going to swap to a different activity just for the last part of today, because I've got to get some grommets. I think I've got to get some grommets, but we've got all the pieces together. We did the forearms as well, which both look beautiful. Stunning. Stunning. So, it's just over here. Let me go grab it. I think it'll make you guys laugh. Voila. Got a little bit of a different pace, but I got this forever ago, and I began to make, they give you enough to make Jack and Sally, which is the cutest thing, of course. And it comes with this whole little booklet as well. You can see like I have like a leg here. You got finish leg number 1. We've got leg number 2. The white. Let me see. Oh, actually, I may need to go grab the hook. All of these come with crochet hooks, and I do believe I have taken the hook out. It's just so funny. Oh, this is going to be so cute, though. Oh, man. Okay. Work. Actually, since I don't have the hook today, since I'm not prepared, I will do this another time. Because I think it's adorable. But there's something else that's been on my mind that I want to start doing as well. So, since our pieces are done, with that, you probably too actually need to figure out. I have the general idea for what certain things are going to look like. Okay, let's try what we've done so far. Oh, so pretty. The cross. Yes. That's exactly the vibe that we wanted. Heck yeah. Okay, if we're gonna make this match the forearms. I heck with the forearms. Goodness, where did I put the forearms? Right here. Wow. Okay. Oh, actually, I know exactly what to do for the plate. Yes. I think so. Let's try it. We're going to switch up the geometry just a bit. But they have those beautiful stained glass windows. And even if we put in a super simple shape, like that. And let's say we, would that work? Need to put it in a shape though. Oh shoot, I'm stuck here because we have a few possible variations that we could do. One, it could take up the full thing and that's it. That would be it. My other thought too is like we could encase it like this, like give it like a sort of like almost like you're looking down or up at the cathedral ceiling. But perhaps too, the other thought is you could encase it like in a shape like that. Which I mean, this probably matches better. And if I'm going to make it match, then it has to look opposite. It has to start here. You know what? That might work actually. That might look not too bad. Especially as well if we can. I would like, maybe I'll frame it like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Quitting. Excuse me. Okay, let me do that. And the last couple things I'm going to do as well, we're going to switch to... yes. We're going to take a look together at some possible options for grommets. Or just if they exist at the very least. Because this time is important. I also have another something that I have to start designing as well. So, one plate. Okay. Ooh, circle will be tricky. We can do it. Circle will be tricky. Here we go. Okay, come on, buddy. There we go. That's a little lopsided. Hey. All right. We have a circle. I'd say that's pretty solid. No, it is. Actually, that works because that has to be... because it wraps around. That's right. So our little mistake actually ends up working for our benefit. I think next time I'm on, gonna put out some Avatar music. Hopefully I don't get copyright struck. Am I kidding? I'm probably gonna get copyright struck. Or an ambience. And I'll have that going in the background too. We're also gonna see if I can find, because I think the issue is you can't see against the bright. So I'm gonna try to find a black background. One that at least you can see better. Okay, here we go. Putting my arch in. Oh, clean. Clean. Yes, that looks good. It's super simple, but like it really doesn't have to be complicated. Especially since you know, we may end up tearing up some of it later on. Okay, that's that. First hand plate done. It's pretty solid. We're gonna repeat the same thing. We'll throw on the opposite side. Okay, circle time. Here we go. Start for a top. My gosh. Well, still looking pretty good. Hey, not bad. Not bad. Hopefully you can kind of see the circle a little bit. Put in the window lines. I think we're going to try to find some grommets as well. Yeah. All right. I might have put it a little too. Well, you know what? We'll work with it. No matter, I figure with this set, no matter what happens, I'm gonna love it. Because it's a completely original idea. And it'll turn out great. I'm not worried. All right. Wow. Wonderful. Okay, those are done. Fantastic. Move all of the supplies out of the way. And I believe for our last little bit, I'm actually going to swap scenes. And I think what we'll do... just so we can all look together to see... Okay. Go to my gaming screen. We're going to add... Let me take a look really fast to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay. You know what? We'll change back to the crafting screen because too much compromising information. I do see grommets, but are there mini grommets? Oh, there are. Hey. Let's see. So there are mini grommets available through Walmart, through Lowe's, I guess, randomly. Oh, actually, for kind of a better deal. What the heck? It's like $10.99 through Lowe's and $14 through Walmart. Sure. All right. But yes, common simony for fabric. I mean, so sad that Michaels and Walmart have taken over something that arguably they probably shouldn't have. Okay, they're pretty small. Sure, Etsy. So I think we'll do. Yes. Okay, perfect. I think we'll order these. But for our last little bit, I think what we're gonna do. Huh. Interesting. Let's show up on my screen. No. Okay. I think for now, for the rest of today, let's design the rest of the outfit. Especially since all of the cutting out for the hand pieces is done. I have an idea for the shoulders, but I really want to get it set in stone before we actually cut anything. And also so I know how much more vinyl to get. We've got the hands. The hands worked out really well. Okay. We've got the forearms, which have looks like that. And I think if I'm able to grab some grommets as well for that proportion, that will wrap around really nicely. Also, while we're here too, while we're here, I'm curious if I can. Oh, you know what I can do? My goodness. Duh, I know what we can do. Soundstripe has not been bad. It's not been terrible. But would love to get Spotify going up in here. Ah, bummer. Okay. Suppose we shall grab it. But while we're doing that, let's read another arm piece. Actually, I know what it's got to be. I know what it's got to be. Let's do that. It's got to be, because then that's got to do that. Yep. Okay. I know what that'll be. But first, it's going to be it's going to be just another piece like this, nothing crazy. And I think on this one, I really want that to be in the middle. I think with this one I will make. Yeah. Right down. Oh, also too. Wait a second. Would this work? hold the phone, chat. Oh, thank you, Soundstripe, but we are done with that kind of music. Curious. What's that ambiance? Check if that's working. Wonderful. Spotify is now installed. I will say that sounds so much better. But I want to see if we can add desktop capture. Let's see if we can't do that while we're here. Display capture. No, not that. Cancel. Nope, never mind. Not that one. Man, but it just sounds so much better already, don't it? Let's see. Let me try something. Oh, it's just doing it. I was like, what's happening? Oh my goodness. So silly. Oh, just put that in. OBS, you were so silly. Jay, I'll play around with that for next time. But for now, well, we can still at least have the music going, the ambience going. Lost 2 people. Wow. Okay. So I need to have a piece that goes up and really curves down. I like, and that'll keep that going. So perhaps if I vertical line there, perhaps height doesn't line up. I'd say that's pretty good, arguably. Okay. You know, now that I'm looking at that, definitely not. Definitely not. I wonder if it just has to be more simple. Let's try again. It's probably because it looks awkward too. But I'll imagine it's straight. What I would do with it if it were straight. Shucks. I'm really stewing about it. Because we have the forearm piece looked really good. But that was... Oh, my goodness. Empty hands. That looks like that. You know what, actually? This is probably where that idea of like the two spires comes in. With the lower... Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Because then you can still have the motif without it being overbearing. My gosh, absolutely. And... Oh, yes, we'll hop back onto here. My goodness, of course. But if we have this theme... Oh, and perhaps that's where we have a star. Ah. Oh, that's a bit simple shake. I suppose I could have like a little like motif on the top too, to like mimic a railing. Then arguably you could do that up here as well, to match the hands. And then let's see. I really liked... Perhaps like it'll be very vertical. Like perhaps this will go straight down. And then maybe I will have kind of like below, continuing that seam up. We will do like the V's. And do that. And that'll give us kind of the more church-like approach that we want. It's like a band on the bottom. I'm still not sure about the top, but the top doesn't necessarily need to have a complicated portion. But I think out of all the designs to go with the forearm piece, this is probably the best, because this to me looks like a fantasy, like those, like, muffin top, or not muffin top, what do they call them? Leg of mutton sleeves, where it like looks like that. Right, and that's like the person's hand. There you go. So definitely not for that one. But this one I think has some major potential. So I like that. I don't know if I have enough. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have nearly enough vinyl. Oh, maybe I do, actually. I have quite a bit of vinyl. So it might be okay. Oh, up. I'm going to be spending so much on vinyl. Yeah, the last thing we have to figure out, too, is if I connect this all with grommets, what on earth I'm going to lace it up with? Or, oh, you know what? I just had the most brilliant idea. So in the back, we can have it be. So we'll have the places for the grommets, except instead of tying together, like lacing up like you would a corset, we could do that too. I'm afraid it might be too much. But what we could also do is at least have ties, right? Because you have to. But it could go out to a very thin strip of like Velcro. And if we made it black Velcro, then all we have to do is unclasp, clasp it back on, unclasp, clasp it back. And that would be so simple. Because then you could just you could just put it back anytime you want. Oh, it's genius. It's genius. How yes, the other thing I'm not sure of is if I should do black ties or gold ties. Because obviously, like, we're going with this super colorful piece. Also, I have no idea how many grommets I'm going to need to order, or how much vinyl I'll have to get. I need to find a big enough piece to cover the chest, which it's almost wide enough to do that already, but not quite. And last but certainly not least, will be, I wonder if I could. But the tricky part too is that it's all so clear. When I was doing my test runs, whenever I would try to sew, like you could tell if there's something dark on the back of it, you would see it. So when it comes to connecting, like there's a few pieces that are going to like splinter apart. Do I sew those on? Do I like resin glue them on? Actually, I could look into resin glue. I'm gonna write that down. A glue that's not meant for everyday objects. Last, last but certainly not least, will be seeing if I have to sand anything or sand down anything, because the edges of these can be super sharp. Like they can actually like poke you a little bit. They won't cut anything, I don't believe, but they definitely will poke you a bit. So we'll just be figuring that out. But I like that. I like that a lot. Maybe it deserves a third. Yeah. Yeah, she do. You can just put that in, I can tell it deserves a middle. Okay. So let's look at. It's got that kind of down. The next thing to figure out will be. You would think the chest, but I'm going to go with the legs first. Because I believe those would be harder, and I prefer to get the harder pieces out of the way. And also, too, like, legs can be boring, but I don't want that to be the vibe here. Like, they should be fun. It should be cool to look at the rest of the outfit. Okay, now your basic. When you're putting together your basic armor piece, you have the greaves that tie directly to the calf. This is your foot. Your knee. This is perhaps your thigh, right? Okay. Don't mind it. We're just going with it. Oh, I didn't think about that. If I want a leg or a knee piece, maybe. I've seen some really beautiful classical medieval knee pieces where they have like things on the side, so they're out of the way of your legs. But there are these really beautiful adornments on the side. So I could do that. That might not be too bad, especially if it tied around. That might be kind of pretty. And it should probably have a piece up here. Actually, I don't know about the side part. What I would love to do is, yes, have the greaves. I want the greaves to be twofold, I think. Because I want to have a point. So perhaps it would be a 2-in-1. But this also would point towards the bottom. Because 2, your girl's feet don't look like other people's feet. So I'm not necessarily designing for a flat foot. But I think we can work this out. Let's see, I have to grant some kind of mobility because everyone's ankles flex. And so if I make something that bends, it just has to be okay with bending a little bit. Yeah, I don't want that. Thinking about that, I don't want that. So it will have to be a standard greave. But perhaps I can make a foot adornment. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, so we'll have a greave that connects into the other piece. And then I will create a foot adornment. And I think one that stands up a little bit. So it'll give the idea of almost like walking on stilts is the vibe I'm going for. But I like this idea because if I'm able to grommet it as well with like an actual like sturdy grommet, I think that should stick together. So that'll be one basic girly piece, I suppose. That's fine. When it comes to the foot, are there any really good are there any really good religious feet? Oh, you know what? No, that might be sacrilegious. We're not gonna go that crazy. The thought was like, oh, the lion's foot. But if we're having something that's Valkyrie themed, it should probably be a tad more elegant. Like it should probably crest over. Perhaps it is splintered. Perhaps it is splintered. To give the idea of King. I'll keep coming back to the... It's hard to make my feet look pretty. I have some very interesting feet going for me. They kind of do one of these. There we go. I know perhaps the feet are just feet. I'll figure it out. The other thought too is I could put something on the side, but that might look a little cheap. But for here, for the first part of the greave, you know what I may do after the stream? Because we're wrapping up here shortly. I might look at some possible catacomb shapes. Because, you know, if the main part of the body is church and church spires and church cathedral and sacrament halls, then the legs should be the mausoleums and the crypts and the graves, which still look beautiful, obviously. But perhaps if I did something, I'm thinking of like your basic crypt. So one, I'll give it that little church shape just to keep things consistent. The consistency is still pretty important. Well, if you have like designs that like loop back into everything, I find that it helps tie it together. Or at least like you can like look at it and reference what's happening. So yeah, I think if I have like something from like the forearms or the arms, you know, tie the legs in. But then what I may try to do, I don't know if this will be too corny, but what if we made this bottom section kind of like the opening to crypts in France? So, you know, where like they have like, well, okay, not that wide, but where they have like little openings. Because that would give it the idea too of like being scaled. That might look really good for greaves, actually. If we can give it this idea of being the foundation of this entire outfit. That might work too, especially considering like what I'm going to do for the rest of it. It would be detailed enough, I think. And then I'd probably keep that going through the entire portion of the lower part of the greave. So where it's like, there we go. Yes. Okay. I think I like this idea. Let me write down church, crypt, mausoleum. I did it right. Okay. But I think that looks pretty good. And then it comes to the top portion of the greave. I'm going to give it that spike again. It's going to be enough to hopefully flex over the knee. But what's next? Like stairs? Or actually, I'll look it up because I imagine it's maybe stairs. Maybe I do that on the thigh. Is some sort of like some stair motif, like you were literally like climbing your way out of this outfit. That's a pretty funny idea, actually. But no, I think we have some good ideas for today. We did a lot of really great stuff with the hands too, and if I can buy some grommets before next time, I'll keep working on the lighting as well, so you guys can at least see all the vinyl stuff. But if I can find some grommets and get those, we could possibly like put everything together. I've got my homework here. I know what we're doing, so we should be okay. Anyways, yeah, thank you those who stuck out the whole time. They're gone, but I'm glad for those who hopped in here and there. And yeah, some pretty solid progress for arguably day 2 of all of this. So thank you all, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, night, wherever you are. and I'll see you next time in the void. Bye.